Hey everybody, it's Blue Jayga here, and welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Last time we went around the Argentum Trade Guild and solved people's problems to get a little bit of extra experience and money for the road ahead. And this time I wanted to show what the title screen looks like when it's like actually a title screen. And you get different title cards depending what chapter you are in. It's a detail I really like, and I just wanted to show that off. So we're just going to get right back into things here then. Because here we are, once the game loads, these loading screens do take a while. Back in Argentum. Anyway, so first things first, there is a small thing that I wanted to show that I actually missed last time, so I'm going to take care of that real quick, don't worry, it's very short, it's just a short little dialogue over this way. Yep, right over here. So, remember this Titan ship we saw upon first coming here? Actually, not a Titan ship, it's just a regular boat. That's a funny, right? Hey there, Rex, that ship caught your eye? Well, of course. Yeah, I guess it's not easy to miss. Never knew they made this ship this big without a Titan at the core. I can't even begin to imagine how the whole thing works. Indeed. Do you know whose ship it is? Some clients of the chairman, I think. Don't know the details. Huh, I see. I know you're curious, but don't go climbing on board or anything, okay? I'm not that crazy. Anyway, I've got to get back to work. Alright then, see you around, Garam. So, this is the ship that Malos, Jin, and Nia took to get here, it seems. So, with that, we are finally ready to leave our comfy little tutorial town and move out into the world on a nice boat. I'd feel pretty comfortable riding that, you know. Alright, Sprain. Never thought I'd see the day you'd be riding the Maelstrom, Rex. Suppose it just goes to show how far you've come as a salvager, eh? Well, I'm proud of you, lad. Now are you all set? We're setting sail as soon as you're ready to board, and because we're the protagonist, everything revolves around us. But yes, we are ready. That's what I like to hear. Come on, then, hop on. Don't worry if you forget something, you can always just, well, skip travel back here and buy anything you need. We're heading into uncharted territory for this job, you know? I'm getting goose pimples just thinking about it. I like goose pimples. It's the best part of the... yeah. We should be reaching the uncharted zone by tomorrow, but there's plenty of time left until then. I guess I could go and talk with the clients for a bit. I still don't know as much about them as I'd like to. Besides, it's not every day you get to talk to real drivers. Oh, and once I'm done with them, I better go see Monel. I meant to be on lookout duty tonight. He won't be very pleased if I would never show up. So, here we are on the Maelstrom, and yep, it's just cloud sea is far. Oh my god, this looks so pretty in the evening. Oh my god, I love it. Oh my god. Sunset, there's just... it doesn't matter what game you're playing, whether or even if you're in like watching a movie or in real life. Sunset is always just absolutely beautiful with the colors, and I suppose that's enough gawking at clouds for one episode, because I'm sure you guys like it when I make progress, right? Yeah. And we got drunk salvagers. That's good to know. Good to know we're in capable, reliable hands. Rex, it's time to eat, drink, and be merry. It'll be a while yet until we reach our destination. Get yourself rested and ready to face the trials ahead. That's the salvager way. I'd absolutely love to, but I sorta got guard duty. That's too bad. Well, make sure you guard like no one's ever guarded before. Even mindless little tasks like that are part of life's little lessons. Haha. Seems... I mean, I guess Rex I don't know. Can you really? I don't know. I'm trying to think if like salvaging seems more like a very independent job, so you wouldn't really have co-workers in the traditional sense. But I guess Rex probably does make friends easily with other salvagers. You seem awfully quiet. Did you get seasick or something? Of course I'm not seasick. I'm just not used to ships with this many salvagers on. That's all. Well, if it's wearing you out now, you'll be a wreck by the time we reach our destination. I can handle myself, alright? Master Rex, are you prepared to begin salvaging? Let us all work well together to make this mission a success. Wouldn't have it any other way. So, Nia and Dromark seem like a very interesting pair, you know? Hey Rex, you're taking over Monel's watch? Yeah, alright. Yep, we're just... Oh, and Papunin's on this ship. Papunin, what are you doing here? Meh? Papunin is, taking vacation, yes. Just going on little pleasure trip. That's a little suspicious. You're telling me, Rex, you're telling me. Hi there. You're from Letheria, are you? Sure am. I was raised in Fonset Village. The village is right by the Cloud Sea, so I grew up swimming in the clouds. That's why salvaging work comes naturally to me. I'm pretty confident in my skills, despite how I may look. Very good. Yeah, he seems like a very quiet type. You know, not the type to really express his emotions much.
When did it get so late? And
here we are up on the deck, and it's now just a nice starry night out, and even that looks pretty, because this Xenoblade has really good graphic design. And you can see the world tree off in the distance, just kind of barely shimmering in the starlight, and oh, it makes me so happy. I like good... I don't know how to graphic design, but I can appreciate good graphic design when I see it. What do you want, kid? I'm called Rix, actually. Pleasure to be working with you. So, I'm guessing you're not going to fill me in on exactly what it is we're looking for out there? That's the idea. Need-to-know basis. Why? Are you curious? Well, sure I am, but I'll do the work I'm paid for whether you tell me or not. That's what I like to hear, kid. I just hope your skills are more advanced than your age. My name's still Rex, not Kid. And Malos's blade over here, Sever. Evading Malos's attack when you're not even a driver? That's impressive, boy. I look forward to seeing how you handle the work ahead. Is that a compliment? Thanks, I think. And we can hear Tim shouting about how much booze he wants from up on deck. That's good to know he's being very loud. And it seems like everyone below deck's being very loud if we can hear them. I guess it's not a very big ship, it's just a very important vessel, I suppose. Rix, you got to go see Monel and take over lookout duty yet? Monel is on platform just above here. Steps a bit rickety, so careful you not fall off. And yeah, we've talked to everyone out here on the Maelstrom, so what do you say we get to... Okay, no, that was just... I heard, like, the thing that appears when you can, like, interact with something nearby, and it's just like, whatever. So yeah, just up here. Monel. So you finally arrived, have you? Well, are you here to keep watch, or aren't you? Let's start the shift and just kind of enjoy the night. It seems very peaceful out. But, hey, sorry about that. Thought I heard something. Whatever. So yeah, start the shift. Let's just enjoy the night. It seems peaceful, but you never know when you might need a guard. At last I can get a breather. I think I've earned myself a drink or two. It's not looking too good out there, so I'd steel yourself for the worst. Well, if this is not looking too good, then I'd really like to know what is looking good, because that probably looks absolutely beautiful, I'll be honest. If something's up, give me a shout. Don't worry, I won't be drinking myself into a stupor or anything.
That's the black ship from the harbour. Is it following us?
It's way too cold up here.
You?
I'll have you know I've got a name. It's Nia. They've started boozing below decks. You should join them.
Why aren't you there?
It's not that I hate it. I just really don't need a headache right now.
Huh. Good thing you're not a salvager then.
What's that?
Swim like a fish and drink like one too. That's the Salvager's code.
Poof, sounds terrible. I don't think I'll be changing careers.
Probably for the best. Anyway, I bet you drivers earn a hell of a lot more than Salvagers do.
So, kid.
My name's Rex.
Okay, Rex. Why did you start salvaging in the first place?
That there.
The World Tree. I don't get it.
You know, you find all sorts of things digging through salvage. Some of it trash. Some of it treasure. But all of it from people long gone. Have you noticed how there's fewer titans each day? I saw one go under just the other day. It was a pretty big one. There must have been loads of animals still living on it. Living space is running out, day by day. And sooner or later, we'll be the ones sinking down into the cloud sea. But up there, Elysium is waiting for us.
Seriously, kid? Elysium? Don't tell me you believe that guff. So that's, why you're a salvager? It's just a lie for children. And that there is just an overgrown shrub.
If there's a way to get up there, maybe it's hidden below the clouds. Is it really that crazy?
Seriously, though?
There'd be no need to fight over dwindling land and resources. No need to worry about our homes sinking away. Everyone could have peace and security. I mean, a dream like that, isn't that worth believing in?
Nobody can tell you what to believe, but... everyone, huh?
What?
I always thought people were pretty selfish by nature, but you...
Huh.
Do you have parents?
No. When I asked Gramps, he told me they died when I was just a kid.
Gramps? Oh, the same one who taught you to use arts.
Yeah. He basically raised me himself. He's not like us, though.
Not like... I'm not sure I catch your drift. But this Gramps of yours sounds all right.
Huh.
And you're all right too, kid. Not that different from me.
We're in position. All personnel, report to stations. Salvage team, suit up and proceed to hatch.
Your target is located inside a shipwreck 450 pes straight down. Searching the wreck while submerged is too high risk for our tests, so we'll be using flotation devices and cranes to lift the hull first. Next, you'll split into teams and explore the interior. Once the target is found, retrieval can commence. If that's clear, let's begin with attaching the floats. Get into position.
We're paying you lowlives a lot, so don't screw it up!
You smug so-and-so.
And submerge.
Is that it? It looks pretty ancient. Is that the propulsion mechanism? I've never seen one that shape before. Which country made this?
Whoa, that's massive.
The appearance matches our reports, but it's what's inside that matters.
Object is secure. Proceed to second phase.
Excellent work. You're not half bad, you know that.
I do this for a living, remember?
All teams, proceed inside when ready.
Right then, let's get moving.
You with us.
Me?
You're gonna drag the kid along. Seriously?
Guess he thinks you need all the help you can get.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't just stand there. You've got your orders, haven't you?
You know, the music during that cutscene is actually really good. I'm surprised I didn't notice that before, but as well, this music that plays on the ancient ship is also excellent. You'll be hearing a bit of it in the end slate, though I probably will, I don't know. But anyway, we have party members. But you cannot, so essentially how party formation works is you're allowed up to 3 members in the main party, and I think you get 2 reserve members, and number 1 is the character you control, and number 2 and 3 are controlled by the AI. However, as you can see, we are locked into Rex for number 1, so you cannot take control of Nia, Malos, or Jin. So I think we'll swap Jin in. No, let's swap Malice. Malice is going to act as our tank, as he can just take a lot of damage. So you can change the order anytime in the characters menu. So yeah, just everything I just explained. And here we are on the deck of the ancient ship. There's no telling what you'll find in an undiscovered region. Best to remain vigilant. Roger. Still, you'll be with a bunch of drivers. Drivers have incredible strength, though, so you'll probably be fine with them. You just concentrate on fulfilling your role in the mission. What that role is, we still don't quite know because everyone's pretty stingy with info.
Let me show you what a driver can do.
Here we go. So it looks like a lot of aquatic creatures have made this ship their home, so yeah, so essentially Malos is, as I said earlier, the tank. He has a lot of HP, and he can just take a lot of hits in general. So basically, he's gonna get most of the aggro on him, where basically aggro is that red ring below a character. Essentially, as you use healing arts and deal damage, you essentially accumulate aggro, and whichever character has the most aggro is the one the enemy will target with primarily. Of course, you can still get hit by AoE from the enemy, so that's something to keep in mind. But now that we have someone else who can, take damage for us, we can actually use the bonus effects for Spinning Edge and Sword Bash.
Amazing! So that's how drivers and blades fight?
So ruthless. It's like they're monsters themselves. Nice. I'm sure glad these drivers are on our side. You too, Dromark.
No need to get hysterical. It was a walk in the park.
Yeah, but still.
That's enough yapping, you pair of brats! Let's move!
Talk about self-important.
Gramps always taught me to respect my elders.
Elders.
They make short work of monster. These no ordinary fighters. Big job in Moradane going well too. There's much money to be made from these people.
It seems we're being watched, and that's always a good sign of things definitely not going wrong later down on the line. So since I didn't get to finish explaining everything I wanted to because Nia and Malos killed that Lysat too quickly, Nia is going to be our primary healer, as she has like a specific healing art, and one of her arts also drops HP potions, so she's going to keep your party's health up. So that's what I write. So this is probably going to be what my team setup is for now. Jin's essentially another like high damage character if you want to get fights over ASAP. So, luring enemies, if you press down on the D-pad while targeting the enemy, you will throw a rock at an enemy and it will deal 1 HP of damage and basically lure the enemy to you. If you want to take out big groups of enemies safely, that's your best option. And we get a new battle theme. This one is essentially the battle theme that plays in dungeons. And, well, this is a dungeon. I mean, it's very dungeon-like. And so we get this little battle theme, which is pretty nice because it doesn't actually play, I don't think, for a while after this. So I guess, okay, I'll explain that. Okay, so I guess as we go down, I'll explain a few more of the mechanics as we fight enemies and see things. So this is the ship bridge, mid-deck. So we're gonna get landmarks as we go down. So this place has a lot of check. It's still the first dungeon, so it's fairly forgiving in terms of checkpoints, which is nice.
Okay. Time to take.
But as you can see, Nia's a fair bit lower level, so yeah. So you may notice those like little break and topple things that have been appearing above the enemy's health bar. Those are like status conditions we can inflict on enemies to help us deal with them a bit easier. So Nia has to inflict break first with one of her arts, as she did there, and then Malos is an opal that inflicts topple, but topple can only be inflicted on broken enemies. Topple will knock them down for a bit, and drop, I think, usually drops a bigger HP potion than what's dropped normally by HP potion arts, which is handy. It comes in handy. So there are a bunch of treasure chests littered around the ship here, the ancient ship here. You want to grab them all before finishing up here, because without giving too much away, this area becomes inaccessible after we finished all the story objectives here. This isn't a particularly common occurrence, but I did want to warn about that just in case. There's nothing really that important in any of these treasure chests, but the extra gold does help, and but that's all that's really missable. So I wouldn't worry too much. So as you can see, we're starting to get larger rooms of enemies, and especially on a difficulty like Bringer of Chaos, taking on large groups of enemies is very much not something you want to be doing. So I'd highly recommend making good use of strategically luring enemies, and this might... okay, this might turn out bad. I don't think we have much AoE though. But thankfully with both... Yeah, as you can see, that's the bigger HP potion that's dropped when an enemy's toppled.
Okay, time to take you down.
And, okay, so I guess I could use it. So you may have noticed in the fight against the Lysat, another thing appeared up top above the enemy's health bar that said Wind. And that is what is known as a Blade special, because Malice is, of course, a driver. He can use a Blade. That's not something we have access to yet, because, of course, Rex is not a driver and doesn't have a Blade, so we can't necessarily use a Blade special. So we can't. So I won't go into too much detail, but basically he used his blade to inflict wind on the enemy, which just allows you to, it's something for later. Okay, that's all I'd say. Another thing Lure is useful for is taking down enemies out of the air, because generally those are harder to like aggro and hit and all that. So it lures them down so you can actually like fight them. As you can see, these guys are a bit higher level than the stuff we were fighting back in Argentum, so these guys give a bit more nice... Oh, and be careful, because... yeah, okay, we'll just take care of this one. Yeah, heal. Though, just a fair warning about Nia, in Bringer of Chaos, the amount of HP healed by healing arts is decreased by a fairly good amount. So just keep that in mind. Also, yes, finally, Malice, you actually came down here so you can, like... I'm gonna quit auto-attacking for a bit so I can let him draw some aggro here. Alright, yeah, Malice is pretty powerful. As you can see, he just did 621 damage to that enemy. Which is definitely a lot. I mean, we're doing like 247 with the bonus effect. Also, I think my Joy-Cons are drifting, which is kind of annoying. I'll need to go to see if I can't do something about that later. But that's not something for now. Also, jeez, okay, oh my god. Okay, guys, I guess we'll take care of this Lysat. If that's really what you want, I'll do it. You know what? And I died. So that just shows you the danger of taking on too many enemies at once. You don't get a chance to heal between, like, finishing them off, which is kind of annoying. So we'll need to be a bit more careful, take a bit better care with how we move about. Please don't notice me. Alright, jump over that. Yeah, you can use, it's pretty easy. As Malice just failed to demonstrate, it's fairly easy to tell which parts of this floor will drop. And yes, Malice just demonstrated the exact opposite of my point by just kind of carelessly falling right off the cliff. Good for you. Good for you. Really did it. So we got more Crustips here. Alright, got the aggro off of me. So yeah, you definitely do want to have Malice in the party, and then your third slot can either be Nia or Jin, depending if you want fights to go really quickly, or you want just to be safe and have the extra healing around. Neo doesn't do much damage. So yeah, there's the wind effect again. There's wind, and as you can see, you get little there's little like icon things popping up whenever both like topple and break and the wind effect are applied at the same time. So that's gonna be something important to pay attention to for later. That's just, you know, a lot of these things are for later once we have access to like controllable drivers and not just like completely AI controlled robots of Alright, there's the Crustip down. This slice up shouldn't be too much of an issue. Alright, come on, Rex, let's actually hit the guy. In case you're wondering, accuracy is determined by dexterity and not agility, so yeah. And if you finish off an enemy with both like a break and like a wind at the same time, you get a joint combo finish, which gets you bonus EXP. So if you're lucky enough to get that, you'll get a few extra like enemies worth of experience by going out 3 if you're lucky. And we get an attack stone. in that treasure chest. That's like the one chest in here that's like an actual item and not just like all gold. There might be another one that I'm not remembering because frankly you kind of forget about all the random treasure chests you picked up like once you get like really late in the game. And yeah, you can see the like icon of the gold. It determines how much it is, but a silver coin isn't too like worth like jumping off the edge and possibly taking damage and getting into an encounter with a fairly dangerous enemy for. So I think I'll pass on that one, or we can just get it anyway. So we're in hold number 2 here, which I think is we're actually getting fairly far in, but so this is like the most challenging puzzle you actually have to do in this dungeon. To get to that treasure chest, drop down the floor here and just kind of kill the crust tip first so that he doesn't cause problems later. It doesn't happen outside of battle though, which is kind of weird. Yeah, like I'm moving around and Rex isn't like, I don't know. Is it a glitch in the... And I missed the treasure box ledge. I'll be right back. And there we go. That was how you do the fall.
Treasure acquired.
And we just get a bunch more gold out of that. And another muscle belt. So, okay. Let's take care of you, and then I want to do a thing. And I want to do another, give my big spiel on like explanations and crap, because that's all I do. That's my job as a commentator. Also, for some reason, all the art descriptions next to the art icons have disappeared, and I have no idea why. I think that's probably a glitch in the Matrix. God, it's really annoying because like right before this, I made sure, hey, are my Joy-Cons gonna have a drift problem? And they didn't, and now they are, because welcome to my entire life. I just tested this out like 20 minutes ago, and I wasn't having issues.
More thought to your defense next time.
I'll be fine. Offense is the best
Oh my
defense,
god,
right?
so many enemies that all want my taste of blood, I guess, because I mean that's the name of the art. Thankfully, like, these two are actually cooperating and attacking the enemy that I'm attacking, which is nice because when you're cooperating and using teamwork, you know, things tend to get done a little bit easier. Because generally, when people are just kind of all over the place doing whatever they please, that just kind of ends up in disorderly chaos, and that ends up causing, well, the death might have been more so just like I didn't realize how many enemies were up here, and I also accidentally dropped down mid-battle, so I didn't have a chance to like gather my bearings. So yeah, we're actually taking care of it. We're getting through these guys really quickly, which is nice. I mean, they are only level 2, so they're fairly basic.
Can I ride on you for a while, Joe Mac?
Of course. That is what I am here.
And when you go through the door, you get another enemy, because of course there's always another enemy. Also, didn't he? Oh god, no! Malice, get over here already, please. See, you know I'm a nerd because even without the descriptions, I've memorized what all of Rex's art icons do. Which, I mean, it's nice that they're like visually distinct like that. No, that's good. That's good design. That's definitely an example of good like UI design. So generally, Nia's AI being the healer will prioritize going after HP potions whenever they're dropped, so we don't have to worry about like awkwardly running around the enemy to grab them ourselves anymore, which is absolutely nice. Alright, here we are at the bottom of the hold 2 in the loading bay here. Let's actually check the map. Yeah. As you can see, if you look at the map, this place isn't like the most complicated in the world. Like, there's the deck, there's where we started, here's where we are now. Okay, so the thing I want to go over, now that I actually finally have some time in between, like, enemies and whatever. So we can't access, like, anything, customization, and options on, like, any of these characters. So we can only customize Rex at the moment. Also, 3 EXP to the next level. Thanks, video games. So, I guess we can go over the Enhanced Arts menu. So, throughout battles, we've been getting weapon points, WP, which we can use to increase the strength of our arts. So as you can see, the green arts are the green numbers are what's improved. So as you can see, these just all increase damage ratios, which I think I'll go for double spinning edge, just because that's the one I end up using the most. So I want that to have a high damage ratio, so I'm getting a lot of damage. Let's see if we can actually get anything on the... okay, definitely want to get reflex response, because that's more agility is godlike. Accessories, okay, so no, this isn't one of those situations. Okay, so I don't need to go over the... So we can check out the attack stone, though, which just increases your auto attack damage by 20%, which is... it's alright, I guess. But anyway, there's one last thing I wanted to do. No, I don't want to use that yet. I don't want to use the... I'm saving the thingamabob, the... frickin' what's it called? The... Narcipair jelly, that's what it's called. Also, as you can see, there are just lots of dudes here. Can we sneak around and get this chest, though? That's my big question. Look at that, like, 100 rating stealth. That was... And then we immediately get into a fight with one because I want to... I want to get my... Actually, like... I don't just want to, like, loot the chest. I want to actually get the things out of the treasure chest. Alright, so... Doo-ba-doo. These battles are really short, which is nice. And there's Rex at level 6, and Malice and Nia have almost gotten a level up, which will probably get off this fight. Nia and Malice both gained a level, and they gained new arts off of that, so they'll have some new attacks going around, but... Actually, I don't think we can... I think those are... I don't know. So, we got that treasure chest over there, which is completely optional. There's a treasure trove behind there, but as you can see, that's the back of it, so we need to attack it from the other direction, which involves going downstairs, first and foremost. And as you can see, our objective is just in that room.
I found something.
We're in the system.
Found something.
Okay, Sever. You be Sever. So, as you can see, the enemies down ones at the bottom floor are tougher than the enemies on the higher floors. But first, let's check out what this thing is right here. We got an ether fuel chamber, which, well, the fuel chamber would probably work with fuel. You get fuel, yes, game. And over here is the door to where we need to go, but it's closed and sealed and not really in any shape to be like, yeah, doing anything really. So we got a bit tougher enemies, as they're just the same enemies but higher leveled, so I'll take out the life slat, and then there'll be then that crust tip is blocking our way upstairs to the last treasure chest in this place. Alright, the life slat is down, and so now we gotta face a big tough guy at level 5, or we can actually just sneak by him. That's cool too. Pacifism's okay.
Treasure acquired.
And I think that should be every treasure chest in here. When we get the friendship ring as our final accessory. So there actually were a few accessories here, but they're not anything special that you can't get elsewhere. So that increases HP restore when you revive a teammate, and I haven't explained that yet because we haven't had a teammate die in a situation where we actually can revive, and it looks like we're fighting this crust up whether we want to or not.
Let's show him a thing or three.
Don't mind me.
Oh, there he goes. It wasn't that really tough of a fight, it just took a while because he's a higher level. But anyway, back here is the first fuel tank, which gives us an ether cylinder that we can use back at the, yeah. So I think now that we're at the end, and as you can probably guess, there's going to be a little bit of a boss fight coming up. If you're ever finding yourself in a sticky situation, you can always bail out and head back to Argentum. As well, if you're having trouble with any of the quests back in Argentum, once you have all these party members with you, it might be worth going back and trying to take on the quest with them. As well, if we go back to Leemore Inn, we can actually, drumroll please, after a look, head over to the inn, and as you can see, everyone has bonus EXP they can spend actually, so it might be worth getting everyone to level 7.
I'm stronger than this, you know? Much stronger.
Because, yeah, you can do that if you're having trouble. Just, basically, yeah, so, as you can see, Nia's already caught up in level Rex. That's the power of bonus experienced. and we rest up, and I'll meet you back at the ship.
It was a slog.
And back down in the system control room here, we can go ahead and drop that ether cylinder into the ether fuel chamber. And it does a cool technology thing. Lights up, and as you can probably guess, that does something good. This will give us access to the central control panel, which if we press the button, it lights up and lets us open the door to the road ahead. Next, and I think that's where we're gonna end this off here. Can't have everything without a little bit of cliffhanger every once in a while. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, we head through the door and see what lies awaiting for us at the very depths of this ancient ship. See you guys next time.